Okay, we'll go back to part 2, and this one's gonna be very short and simple. Like where we left off, of Stimpy told Dr. Mr. Horse everything. And Mr. Horse takes it pretty well. By the time he was about to enjoy his cigarettes, and he tells him, alright, here it comes. Evil. He's downright evil. Oh, villainy of him being and cruel and nasty to the little creatures. And we get to like the most interesting part of this cartoon, and its last moment of being downright disturbing. And he tells him he's gonna beat the living hell out of him. The fight becomes a little bit brutal in most parts. And just comes to show that Mr. Horse can actually put up a fight. And pretty well. Unfortunately, Stimpy gets Ren gets the upper hand, attack him, and acts like a cat for some reason. Scratch him in the face. He tries to grab the gun. Unfortunately, Stimpy beats him up with the gun to death. And I counted, he hit him 24 times. A veterinarian, he shows up. And we get like the most freakiest scene in the cartoon, showing Ren's true nature of evil and see a lifeless horse being to death. He tries to grab him, but eats his hand and swallows it. Now I gotta say, this is one of the most disturbing scenes I ever seen when I was younger. Anyways, they catch him. We take him in the vehicle of Funny Farm. Put him in a nut house. And the last thing we get to see in this, like to end the cartoon, is seeing the frog that's still alive all these years. Not to mention this cartoon has really slow pace on how much it takes its sweet time. That's why it takes like 20 minutes of this goes on and on and on. He tries to end his life by shooting himself. Unfortunately, he ends up into the bang word and continues to suffer. And I was Ren Stimpy. Ren Seeks help. This cartoon is true madness of cruelty, of showing how Ren is really not himself. Sure, in the old cartoons he is downright funny and interesting. That's why he's voiced by Billy West. On this cartoon episode on how much it gets almost so much worse than other things I watch. It's almost unforgiving on some disturbing scenes. Most of them are very uncomfortable to watch. And some of them are the ones I haven't shown you on how and shows the birth of Ren. It'll be a little too much to show. The cartoon does have some laughs in it, but it just seemed a little bit too freaky in most parts. Sure, the animation doesn't look that bad, but some of them have like seeing and seems to drown out a little bit too long and a bit of slow pace. Plus, some of the characters in the background are like still images, just that they watch him and suffer. They don't even react to the character of Ren's depressing moment. This is pretty much doubtly, I would say, almost that half awful of the show, and most horrific scenes of them all. It's pretty much the reason why they stopped doing Ren Stimpy so long ago. Plus, he's wearing like Mickey Mouse ears and pants. It just shows the true nature of how he was back then, being so evil. This would almost make the other old Ren Stimpy cartoons kid-friendly. So when it reached to like saying, doll party, it seems to go a little bit too far in most parts. It seems are a little bit too disturbing to watch. It gets a little bit disgusting in how much they went so far. It's kind of more focused on Ren than Stimpy, that we only get to see him in the opening of this cartoon. You might find this one almost downright the worst episode of all time or not. It just drags on and on and on. And it feels like it's in a slow pace. Based on how much they try to make it most interesting for children, but not really, but for grown adults. In other words, in the words of Mr. Horse, and I'm pretty sure in the next cartoon he's still alive, even in this adult cartoon, no sir, I do not like it. Thanks for watching, and I give this review of this cartoon and how messed up it was, maybe a 3 out of 10, or should I say 3.00 out of 10, almost being mediocre or too messed up to watch for young children. See you then.